Hey everyone, it's Riley, and today we are going to color in an entire bullet journal together. So as you may know, I have an Etsy shop where I sell custom journals and I absolutely love it. People place their orders for different kinds of journals. I get to try so many different spreads, so many different themes and all of that. And this journal itself was also just a really neat experience that I got to have through my Etsy shop. So I sell a few different kinds of journals. I sell like a totally black and white one, super minimalistic. I sell what I call the minimal doodle that has lots of doodles and stuff on the monthly pages, but none on the weekly pages. I sell the full doodle that has doodles on every single page. And recently I just added a new product to my shop, which is a coloring book style bullet journal. So this journal, the idea is that it will have doodles on all the monthly pages, but none of them will be colored in. So all of that will be left to you. When you're actually going through the year, you can color them in using the colors that you want, and hopefully it will be a little sort of therapeutic exercise for you as you go through the year. So this particular journal that I'm doing today was not ordered as a coloring book journal, otherwise I would not be coloring it in, I would be letting them color it in. But since I listed this in my shop, I wanted to actually try it out and see what it was like to color in an entire journal, and if it was something that I myself would actually enjoy. So this bullet journal is one that I made for one of my closest friends, and I will be posting a flip through, so if it's already posted by now, I'll link that right here. So this is a minimal doodle style journal, but I decided to treat it as a coloring book journal for myself. So what I did is, off camera, I made the entire journal just using my fine liners of different sizes, and I left all of the coloring to be done right here in this video. So let's sit down and do some coloring. So here's the journal, and I set this one up in a previous video where I did like the full 2021 super minimal setup. So if you want to check that out, I will link it above. But you'll notice that this journal is incredibly minimalistic, and I'll probably end up talking more about that as we go. But like I said, this is for one of my friends, and she is definitely what I would call, and she would call, a minimalist. So I knew that this journal would be a good fit for her. Another thing about her is that Nutella is like her all-time favorite anything. So I had to make January this little Nutella theme. And you'll notice as we go that all of the months are super similar. They all have this like rounded corner box around the titles with a really like minimal coloring style. And then all of the weekly spreads are the same. And I love this weekly layout. Like I feel like weekly spreads, when I make custom bullet journals, they always look so empty and just like not complete because people haven't filled in like their actual schedule and things like that. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I feel like usually when people share like weekly spreads on Pinterest or on Instagram or things like that, they're full and they look awesome because of all like the little, you know, like everything is filled with detail. They've got their checklists, they've got little doodles in some of the empty spaces or whatever. And so I always feel like weekly spreads just look bare when I make these journals, but this one is different. Like I feel like it's bare in a good way. Like it's just so minimal and pretty. So that was January, a little Nutella theme. And February here, again, we're going to use the same sort of minimal coloring style. You can see they've all got really minimal like doodle styles in the first place. And all of them have this brain dump on the side that also has a frame with a bit of color in it. So very like cohesive, I guess, throughout the journal, which I personally really like, and I think that she will too. So for February, you can see I've got my like color swatches all beside me. I did not plan before this video what color I was going to do things. I just kind of wanted to let it flow as I made this video. So instead of just making like a normal sky with clouds, I decided to make them sort of like cotton candy colored clouds. So I've got light pink and a light purple. And then I decided to fill the whole sky in on this one, which I won't always fill that whole box in on the title pages, but I do like how it turned out for February. I think February is one of my favorites. It's definitely nothing unique, like everyone's done clouds before, but I definitely do like it. And the other months that I like the best are April. Again, April I feel like is a really overdone theme, but I like it just because of the color palette. And probably my favorite, more of the unique themes, would be June and September. June first, then September. But I would love to hear from you guys in the comments which of these themes you like the best, whether you think they're overdone or whether this is the first time you've ever seen them. Doesn't really matter. Which ones do you like the best? Which ones would you like to try in your own journal? And all of those kinds of things. And what sort of ideas do you have for future journals? I have so many custom bullet journal orders that I'm working on right now. It's like early December as I make this voiceover. Even though I finished this journal like in October or November, I just have been so swamped with custom journal orders. And so if you guys do have ideas for themes, you'd be surprised how many people order journals and leave the themes, or at least some of them, up to me. So I find myself like number one, super excited because I always like to try new things, but then number two, also a little bit scared because like I don't know these people personally, you know, so I don't know what kinds of things they're gonna like. So I tried to take the theme ideas that they did give me and make my theme sort of similar to that. You know, I don't do like super niche type themes like a Harry Potter theme or something, because I have no idea if these people like Harry Potter or if they've even seen it. But anyways, when I do get orders like that, I'm always kind of looking for new ideas that can be used for anyone, and they don't have to be super specific to this person that I don't even know. So if you do have other ideas, definitely feel free to drop those in the comments, different things that you would like to see in a custom bullet journal, because so far I'm planning to upload videos of like every custom journal that I make. So if there's something that you want to see on this channel, definitely suggest it and I will include it in an upcoming custom journal. So March here, the one that we're working on, definitely my least favorite month. Too many bright colors, I think. She really likes muted tones, pastel colors, and I think all of the months reflect that except March. But like I said, I was kind of choosing colors on the fly and I thought this might be kind of fun. I still don't hate it. I just don't think it really matches with the tone of the rest of the journal. So here's April. Like I said, April is one of my favorites, but definitely a really like overdone theme. I've seen so many different variations of the space theme and I really, really love it, especially in pastel colors. So I still like this theme, even though I think it's overdone, but I think it's especially because of the color scheme that I like it in this one. Also, I really love how this weekly layout looks with the light blue. That's my personal favorite. So like I said, she's got very minimal spreads and she's been really consistent throughout the journal. So all of the weekly spreads are the same, all of the monthly spreads are the same. And personally for me, I know in my own journal, I am always trying new things when it comes to weekly spreads, or sometimes I even try daily spreads instead of weekly spreads. I'm always switching it up, but I would love to hear from you guys what kinds of weekly spreads you like the look of or the functionality of. I'm always looking to try new things in my own journal as well. And this actually isn't one that I've tried in my own journal. So maybe I'll have to do that soon. Here's June. Like I said, this is another one of my favorites. I'm sure somebody has done a lighthouse theme in a bullet journal, but I've never actually seen it, and I always love it when I think of something that I could do in my bullet journal that I've never seen before, and then I don't even bother searching it on Pinterest because I don't want to know if other people have done it, and if they have, I don't want to see it so that I don't end up copying it, you know what I'm saying? So as far as I know, this is the first lighthouse theme I've seen in a bullet journal, and I think it turned out so cute. I actually ended up doing this in another custom bullet journal because the person asked for a quote page that was specifically about lighthouses, so it was kind of perfect. So yeah, we've got just these little lighthouse doodles, and then I decided to kind of use this gray marker as the color that I would fill in like those weekly spreads with, and this has been my favorite marker so far. I'm not sure if you guys have heard me talk about the Crayola Super Tips before, but I absolutely love them. They have such a huge variety. I got the 100 pack and I was just so pleasantly surprised by like all the muted tones. You can see my color swatch sheet beside me, and I actually swatched that in an entire video. So if you want to know how I swatched and labeled all of those, you can check that video out too. But you can see there's like a whole row of 12 grays in a row. And I absolutely love that. Gray is such just like a useful color in a bullet journal, and I find myself using it all the time. But sad story, this Crayola Super Tip, the gray one that I was talking about, it actually dried up this week, which was really sad. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. I use it on like every single page in my own journal just to add like little shadows and things like that. And I use it in like every custom journal that I do as well, but I've never had a Crayola Super Tip dry up on me before. Like, they always just seem to last forever. So I am trying to revive this one. I don't know, I did some like Googling and found some different ways to like run it under some water and then put saran wrap under it and put it upside down for a few hours or whatever. And so I've tried a few things like that. So far it's not working, so I'm planning to just get a new marker in the same color, probably a Tombow Dual Brush pen or something like that. But this was definitely my favorite marker. Just having a good light gray is so nice because it's so versatile. I like this month too. I don't think I listed it in my favorites, but I did have fun making that little like retro camper, and I thought that the really simple mountain doodles turned out really cute as well. So I colored this entire journal in one sitting. I don't think that when people actually buy the coloring book journals that they'll do that. Hopefully they color it as they go through the year. But I did really enjoy myself. Like, it was lots of fun picking out all the different colors and just sort of therapeutic coloring. It took me quite a while, actually, longer than I thought it would. But I did enjoy it. So I do think that this product was a good addition to my Etsy shop. So we'll see. Here's the September theme, and like I said, this is another one of my favorites. I just doodled like this really simple backpack, and then it felt like it was lacking something, so I just added like little pastel colored triangles, and I ended up really liking the triangles, and I decided to sort of carry them through to this monthly spread as well. So just simple doodles like that I think are really nice additions to your bullet journal. If you're looking for something just to fill some space or add some color to a page or something, you'd be surprised how much just like little shapes can do for it. I don't know, in my own journal, I feel like I end up doodling like little stars or planets or triangles, like just random things to fill space, and it ends up turning out pretty cute most of the time. So October is a theme that I've never ever done before, this little like strawberry milk theme. I saw it in a video by a different YouTuber named Claudia Joseph. She had a bunch of like theme ideas, and one of them was this milk carton theme, which I thought was really random at the time, but I also thought it was super cute. So I decided to try it out in this journal, and I do think it's really cute. And if you're looking for a theme idea, I would highly recommend this theme because it's really, really versatile. Like, if you have empty space, you can doodle a carton or a cup of pink milk or a strawberry. Like, it's not just like one doodle. So I think this is a good one. If you're just looking for a cute little addition to your bullet journal, try out some kind of fruity milk. I've seen peach milk done too on Pinterest, so that could be fun to try as well. So this color I have been waiting to use for the entire journal, and I realized once I hit November that I hadn't used it once because this is her favorite color, and that's why I used it for the entire yearly setup in this journal. But I realized that I hadn't used it throughout the entire journal. It's like this really muted sort of sage green. So I used it in November for the lamp and the cup, and as the accent color in all of the weekly spreads as well. And let me just say, I love it on the weekly spreads. I think it looks so, so nice, just like so calm and soothing, you know? And I think it really goes with the minimalistic vibe, just like this really muted green. So these are probably my favorite weekly spreads in the whole journal. Even though the monthly theme is not my favorite, I do think it turned out really well in these weekly spreads. So December, I didn't really want to do like a wintry Christmassy theme. I decided to do more like a relaxed theme because I feel like, for my friend anyways, December is kind of a time to just like chill, work slows down a little bit. And so I did this little like bubble bath theme with pink bubbles in the bubble bath, which I thought was pretty cute. So I know it's kind of an unconventional December theme. I'm usually all for like doing bright, Christmassy, festive themes because Christmas is my favorite time of year. But I thought that this journal, it would be more fitting to do just a more chill, like relaxation, self-care sort of theme instead. So I reached the end of the journal and realized that I had never done the little goodbye 2021 in the corner like I normally do. So I decided to add that quick, and that concluded me coloring that entire journal. Thank you guys for joining me to color in an entire bullet journal. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you do, please let me know below. What did you like about it? Which themes were your favorite? What color schemes did you like? And all of those kinds of things. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.